Everyone good?
Yeah.
All right. Welcome to another episode of Over Ask. Today, extremely special guest. I mean, I say it every time, but Paul here is a friend of mine. He's from the agency, same brokerage as
Classic.
me. The actual same brokerage though in Toronto.
The reason I'm actually there is because of you.
Because we can get into that too.
Yeah.
So, Mr. Paul Greenberg is on the show today. Paul, thank you so much for coming.
Thanks for having me. Really appreciate it, Matt and Eric. Great to meet you, Eric. I see Matt. I saw Matt. We went on a nice little mandate the other day and went shopping and got some donuts.
We did.
Yeah, it was good times.
Yeah.
What kind of donuts did you guys get?
There are these extremely 6 donuts cost me fucking $27.
I paid $50 for 12, yeah. But I negotiated a 20% off deal and Matt paid full pop, so.
You negotiated with the donut guy?
Yeah.
Here in Toronto, we negotiate with everything.
I'm a Jew with the mind of a champion.
Everything's negotiable.
What is this, a bazaar in Tel Aviv? How do you?
Yeah, exactly. I'm like, how many shekels? I'm like, 3 shekels, 3 shekels.
We don't have malls. We just have flea markets.
Yeah, we do.
God.
Yeah.
But they were fantastic, though.
It was good. It was really good. But Paul, for people who may not know you, which may be a lot of people.
A lot. Yeah. I only have 5,000 followers on Instagram. I'm like the least popular.
You're going to...
Matt, I thought we had a 10,000 minimum for guests.
Oh, shit. Well, all right, see you guys.
Yeah, see you guys. We changed that. We changed that because we wanted to have a lot of diversity. We got called out a lot for only doing social stuff.
Right.
Okay.
And Paul is he's got a really cool story and I want people to hear it. But before we do that, Paul, can you just give your elevator pitch? People who may not know you, who's Paul Greenberg?
Sure. I am a realtor here in Toronto. I have a team with my business partner, Scott, called the Park Hill Greenberg Group. I've been a realtor for almost 11 years now. And before real estate, much like Matt, I used to be in the music industry. I played in toured in bands and that kind of fun stuff. And it's been a crazy year. We've been with the agency now since October. And I was with another brokerage prior that's very popular in Texas. And
Brokerage.
It starts with a K and ends with a W.
Got it. Okay.
Yeah.
Starts with a K and ends with a Williams.
Oh, and loves Kool-Aid. Loves it.
You know what? We love Keller Williams agents. A lot of great agents there.
Agreed.
You know.
Oh yeah, I don't want you guys to get canceled. I saw about the whole EXP stuff, and I didn't even think the comment was that bad or whatever happened.
Nothing.
It was really nothing. So they're getting really popular actually here now. So I'm getting agents. I think 3 agents have contacted me in the last month.
My God.
To be like, how do you like pyramid schemes? Wait, what? Sorry.
Yeah.
Have you done a deal with an EXP agent?
No, actually, I haven't.
Some of my friends are really like high producers who they're not right in Toronto, but they're with EXP and they seem to like it.
Yeah.
But whatever, none of us are with EXP. So
there you go.
Well, this is what I wanted to talk about. I want to jump right into it here because you're quite unconventional as a real estate agent.
A little bit, yeah.
And what I mean by that is you're very successful. You do a lot of volume every year. You have your own team, but you don't do what you're supposed to do.
Yeah.
You don't have a database.
Nope.
Is that correct? Okay.
Sweet.
You don't wake up at 5 a.m.
Nope.
And start grinding and you just kind of do your own thing. So can you just tell why don't you have a database? Why it just works for you?
Yeah. I'm special, Matt. my brain doesn't work like a lot of people. So, I remember when I was actually joining Keller Williams, I think I was 5 years in and I was doing fairly well. And the guy was looking at my numbers. He's like, oh, okay. So how many people do you have in your contact list? I was like, what? He's like, what about in your database? I was like, yeah, no, I don't do any of that. And he's like, well, what do you do? I'm like, I sell real estate. He's like, what do you mean? I'm like, well, I'm a real estate agent. So I sell real estate. And he's just like, huh? But 33 touches. And I was like, no, I just sell houses, man. So he was just, kind of blown away a little. I just, I've always relied heavily on social media. Like I said, I was in the music industry, so I was very big on MySpace at the time. And just wanted to take what I was doing there and put it into real estate. So it was just keeping in touch with people, putting out content, being top of mind, and the business just comes. So yeah, I don't believe in grind culture. Gary Vee just really bothers me sometimes. It's just you You want to be
Friend
motivated?
of the
Shoot your
show,
parents. Sorry, Gary V. Come do the
Yeah,
show.
he's listening.
Oh, sorry, man. Yeah, but
You never know who's listening, right, Matt?
that's very true. But yeah, I like never really believed in like the whole grind thing. I often make fun of it sometimes in my on my Instagram. But yeah, so I just sell real estate. It's really not that hard. You meet people, you sell them houses, and you give them high fives.
When you say you don't have a database, do you mean
Yep.
you physically refuse to put contact information into your phone and into your computer?
Yeah, what's a phone? No, I have like a notebook. I've got a phone. No, I've like never used like Follow Up Boss or
Right.
The agency has like
CRMs.
Connect. I've never used them. My business partner loves that stuff. We operate very differently. Everything's on my phone and in my brain.
Mhm.
So yeah.
So what is your year? How do you start your year? Like, do you have, because you don't have a database to follow up with?
Yeah.
So like you're just like what?
Oh,
what
so
do you do?
this is really funny. This is
and
so
I'm the same. I don't, I'm more like you than most traditional agents. But I want people to know like you don't have to be just one way to be successful. So I just want to kind of pick your brain on what the fuck you do.
I wake up and I take some pre-workout and I just go. No, I always send out a New Year. It's funny that you mentioned New Year's because like I'll go and I'll send out a Happy New Year's message to like everyone who I've come in contact with real estate. So I'll literally go through my email and just whoever I've talked to about real estate, I'll just be like, hey, how was your New Year? Blah, blah, blah. And that actually brings me a lot of business. So maybe I should have a database.
Yeah.
And,
The one follow-up thing you do works.
The one
works incredibly.
The one thing I hate and I tell agents isn't necessary is what brings me the most business. So maybe I should listen to myself and do it. But I don't know. I've never really been a normal agent. Like I know Matt loves wearing suits. I hate wearing suits. This is the most dressed up that I've been since probably 2006.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. It's a nice shirt. It's fantastic shirt.
I was going after like the Banab look to get like a short sleeve, fancy shirt. So I didn't even recognize myself out of sweatpants this morning. Yeah.
So you do have a contact list. It's just not really in the conventional sense of here's you open up your CRM and everything's in there. It's more unorganized.
I have a pretty crazy memory. And I'm
the same.
Yeah, like it's pretty wild the things that I can remember and who I like and who I hate and all that fun stuff. So yeah, but yeah, I just sell real estate. It's really not that complicated. Reach out to people, be top of mind, and sell houses.
So how long did you not have an assistant with none of this? You have no nothing like conventional thing system that you do.
I got my first assistant 4 or 5 years in, had her for about 2 years, and then Scott and I started movement, and Emily's been with us for about a year now. So yeah, there was a little gap, and all of my best years have been when I've had an assistant. So get an assistant too if you can.
Hear that,
Eric? Really? Yeah.
You're my assistant, Matt.
Eric, I'm not. No, he has got an assistant, Miles.
Yeah, my golden doodle's my assistant.
I love golden doodles. They're so awesome.
Is he I'll bring him in there?
No.
I should have brought Brooklyn. We could have just had a dog podcast.
Yeah, Brooklyn, that's a sweet name.
Yeah, she's a fat potato, but that's fine.
A golden doodle also?
No, she's a Brussels Griffin. Oh, I have this actually. This is her as a general right beside my desk. That's Brooklyn. Yeah,
very cute.
That's what I wake up to every day. Yeah, she's a great dog.
That's incredible. Okay. I just want to get people. We were just talking about this on our last podcast with like the 10x rule and the fucking one thing, and all right, books.
Your why. What's your why?
Yeah, find your why.
It's your mustache.
In Clubhouse, Matt and I have no idea what to say. We leave the room.
That's all they asked us in Clubhouse. What's your why? What gets you up in the morning?
I like money.
Right.
Yeah, seriously. It's not much, but I really wanted you on because people read those and there's so much like momentum behind those books, and I feel like people almost just say they're incredible because that's what you're supposed to say about them.
Yeah.
And then like people getting into the business or even who are in the business think, oh fuck, I don't do that. I don't have a system, and I wake up at fucking 9 o'clock. I don't wake up at 7 o'clock, and now I can't be successful.
Yeah, no, for sure.
you pretty much right out of the gate did great. You
Yeah,
did
yeah,
your first year, you did like a couple 100,000
yeah.
in commission,
Mhm.
which from being in a band that you made negative dollars
I
with
used to
your fucking Justin Bieber emo hair.
Man, I used to like sleep in bathtubs. Like it
Uh,
was, yeah, it's not glamorous. It's not
Well,
like I'm
don't
like,
tell me about Eric still sleeps in a bathtub.
well, they can be
exactly.
comfortable,
I
but
got
like
baths.
it's not like I was touring with like Shawn Mendes or anything. So like it's, a lot of sleeping on floors, like 7 dudes in one room. But
That's sick, actually.
yeah, no, it was a lot of it was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
It was a good time.
So how did you sell so much real estate in your first year?
Yeah, so I did 3 deals my first 6 weeks, and then I got super cocky and didn't sell anything for probably 2 months, and then just was I was very big on video off the bat, and this was 11 years ago. So um, I kind of treated like my listings like MTV Cribs, like
Mhm.
hey, like what's up guys, like blah blah blah, followed me the elevator up to the unit, and everyone was doing slideshows to elevator music. So when I got into real estate, even before I physically got my license, we had to do 3 courses to get your license here. So I was going to open houses every weekend and just kind of watching how agents interacted and put my own twist on it. So I was very, very big on open houses. I sat open houses probably 3 days a week, meeting new people. I didn't think my friends would give me anything, and they still haven't. And I hate you all if you're watching. I haven't got a business from my family. So everyone's like, get your sphere of influence. I have a lot of people that followed me at the time on like Facebook and whatever, but I was just like, I need to meet people who actually make money and,
Yeah.
can actually afford to buy real estate. So I open housed, bothered every single agent I could, sat other people's open houses. I was like, yeah, I've been in the industry for a while, never told anyone how long I was doing it, and just kind of went from there. So yeah,
Um,
a lot of people hate open houses, but I really love them. So
I converted really well in open houses too,
for
and
sure.
when they went, I really went hard onto more onto social because
Hmm.
I mean they're non-existent now. So I mean they're coming back a little bit, but I don't think they're going to be what they were.
No, I think
Um,
Friday we're allowed to do
yeah,
open
we're allowed to
houses.
have opens again.
Hmm.
But you did 3 deals in your first 6 weeks. Was that by
Yep.
far the most money you'd ever made at
Yeah.
that time?
Oh yeah. I went and bought 2 really lame watches now. I thought they were super cool at the time. But yeah, I
Yeah.
think like the most money I made playing music was 0. So I got a lot of free stuff. I got some free gear. I got some free clothes and that kind of stuff. But yeah, I was like negative dollar. So anything other than that, I was like working like part-time retail jobs. I worked for Apple for a little bit, worked for Abercrombie.
Genius.
That was a good time. Abercrombie
You're the
was
shirtless guy at Abercrombie?
yeah, now I'm a fat, soft Jewish marshmallow. So it's
You
cool.
do have a great head of hair on you, though. Every person we
Thank
get on
you.
this guest
Yeah.
on this show has great hair.
Thank you.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I've had a lot of weird hairstyles in my day. I was like an emo kid, so I had like the
Yeah.
long swoop and hair straightener and all that fun stuff. I still wear really obnoxiously skinny jeans though, so that's one thing that
He does.
yeah, that hasn't left me.
Did
I
you
can
ever
confirm
incorporate your music into your videos? Like, did you ever use?
No, I'm not
like,
talented
play-
at all.
Oh,
Like not
okay.
at all. Yeah, I'm a bass player, so just sitting there
Got
like
it.
playing bass would be like get this guy out of here. And
Right.
horrible singer, but
Mhm.
I was very good at throwing my guitar around and talking myself into situations. So I guess that's why I'm good at real estate.
Yeah. Yeah. That's
I
pretty
really
much
have
all you
no
to
idea
do.
I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't think anyone really knows what they're doing.
No, and no, it's very true. But people can pretend like they know more than others. And again, that's why I think it's so cool to have you on because people just automatically think there's only one way to be successful in the business.
Oh yeah.
And you're showing that, there's other ways. And when you see the contrast of like, actually, you and Ben are pretty similar. Ben Fisher, we had on a couple weeks back.
The
Your story
skateboarder guy?
seemed-
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, that was cool. That was really cool.
And he had a ton of success doing opens as well.
Yeah, they're great to meet people, and there's so many people who hate on them, and I'm just like, why? Like you're meeting people
People are
who
coming to
want to
you.
buy a house.
Exactly.
And if you're cooler than their agent and you
Yeah.
sound like you're way smarter, you can convert and steal a lot of business. And I'm not opposed to stealing business. Steal business all you can.
Open
Right.
houses. Yeah. The thing is open houses are so, like Eric just said, they come to you. You're not
Exactly.
knocking on someone's door and trespassing onto their property
And
or
like lying, being
calling
like,
them and
oh,
annoying them.
I've got a buyer for your house. And then you get in there like, oh, sorry, they bought something else, but let's
Yeah.
put yours on the market. I hate
and
that.
That was Eric's script. That
Start
was
the
Eric's
relationship
script.
up with
Oh,
an
what?
immediate lie. Yeah, I mean, the agents I was working for, that was like their thing. is
Really?
yeah, they're like,
Yeah.
Tell me you have a buyer. Tell me you have a buyer. I'm like, okay, sure. We have a buyer. Can we come see your house? Then you get in there and it's basically just a listing presentation. They're like, so tell me about your buyer. I'm
It
like,
should be
I
Matt.
don't
You
have
should
a
just
buyer.
bring Matt around.
Oh,
Yeah.
no.
They'll
Just
be like,
have
no
actors
fucking
with you.
way. No.
He's
fucking
like a
Such a
tech.
scummy way to do things. I mean, this
Oh,
wasn't
yeah.
my idea for the record.
Yeah, it
Nor did
definitely
it
is.
ever work.
But
That's-
the thing is with open houses is yeah, they come to you, and as long as you speak, you don't even need to know everything. As
No.
long as you speak with confidence, and
Exactly.
like you can relate. It's more about having that relationship and building some sort of like similar interest with them.
Yeah,
Like
100%.
that's all. Like I look for fucking anything. I see their shoes, their Vans. Like, oh, dude, I fucking love Vans. Like, oh yeah, people love compliments. All you have to do is fucking
100%.
compliment someone, and they love you forever. I've converted so many leads from opens like
Vans.
that
From
off of
Vans,
fucking
just from
anything.
Van shoes.
From that
Even
same
people wearing Toronto
line.
Maple Leaf shirts, be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm a Boston Bruins fan, and then they punch me in the face, and then
Right.
yeah,
It's really funny because I can literally just take a topic and take like the smallest knowledge that I have about it and just literally talk to someone for about 30 minutes with them. That's, I think, like a gift that I have. I can just go and talk to someone about anything. Like, I don't watch sports.
I was just about to say, let's
Yeah.
talk baseball then.
Yeah,
Let's
baseball.
see how you do.
no, I don't think you should talk baseball.
So
over there.
if I walk in a Yankees hat, what are you gonna say to me?
Well, like, my whole family's other than my dad, everyone's a Yankees fan. So
Oh.
I was just like, oh man, Jeter, that guy really knows how to pull it to the left.
He
Like,
goes the opposite way. all
Yeah,
the
he goes,
time.
but they'll be like, oh yeah, super. I was like, yeah, man, that guy's a slugger.
He knows how to pull it to the left. Like he's
Pull it to the
golfer.
left. Yeah, man. He hits those poppers.
Yeah,
Babe Ruth, hell of a guy.
right, exactly.
You just say whatever, dude. Just say, "Oh fuck, my great uncle.
Yeah.
He
Played for the
managed the Yankees."
Yankees.
like whatever.
Kelly Gruber, best third baseman of all time.
Right.
Or I would just go on a Jose Canseco rant. That's all I
Right.
would probably do.
There you
Yeah.
go.
And then try to box him or something.
If you
Yeah.
find this is what everyone should do after this podcast.
Yeah.
Sports are a big ticket item. Most
Yeah.
people like sports.
Big sports
Just
guys.
find the best person in each sport. Wikipedia them
Each
for
city,
30 minutes,
Exactly.
and you're good.
And you're
Someone
good.
likes basketball, just talk about LeBron.
Oh man.
Either they hate
LeBron,
them or they love them, and you're gonna have a good conversation either way.
He's the
So-
goat. He's the goat.
Well, there you go. Eric would beg to differ.
I would. I'm over him. Had
You're
enough
over
of LeBron.
over LeBron.
I
Yeah.
just love his style.
His,
What do you mean?
What kind,
Like
like
his clothes?
watches.
Just his
He, like
his clothes.
his physical. He's a big man. Could you imagine if you wore any of his articles of clothing?
We look like
I think like that would be that.
Well,
would
you
be,
guys are kind of tall. I'm 5'9", so no.
Yeah.
How tall are
yeah.
you, Paul?
I'm like 6'2". My whole team is really tall.
What
Except
are you?
for-
Eric?
except for-
6'3"?
6'3.5".
Yeah, see, I'm normally say I'm like 6'2.5", and then my hair makes me like 6'5".
You got some good hair.
But
Yeah.
I have like really a long torso. My legs are really short, so it's just it's really strange. It's really strange.
Okay,
All right, let's get off that.
let's get. All right,
I thought he froze
take
for a
care,
second.
guys.
See, all right, this is my first podcast.
Wait, you have a long
It's like,
torso?
okay.
Oh my god.
I
no,
do.
We can't talk.
It's
About
like freeze.
No man, come out of here.
No, so okay, you were doing real estate. You're
Yep.
successful 4 or 5 years. You started a team 4 or 5 years in with Scott.
I started. So Scott and I have been business partners for probably like 3.5 years now.
Okay.
Yeah,
And
so-
why did you start a team? Let's start with that. Why'd you
Why?
start a team? Yeah.
I was drunk at a
Okay.
Christmas party, and we decided to partner up. That's how it happened. The one good thing about Keller Williams, and there's a couple, but the one good thing is they're very good with propping agents up to build teams, and just the whole team structure. They really believe in that. I kind of wanted to get to a point where I was only really working with clients that I want to work with, and there's only 24 hours in a day. I don't want to hate my life with working with clients who I absolutely hate. Like I don't do rentals. I don't do any of that stuff. So I also wanted someone who's a bit more structured, which Scott is, because I literally run around like a lunatic and have zero idea what I'm doing. And just people believe that I'm good at what I do. So he's very structured, and it was just a good partnership. So we were the two of us for a little while, and then we brought on a rental agent, and it just kind of went on from there. And now we have 5 agents, the two of us, and an assistant as well.
Do you think it's a smart move to start a partnership with someone that has like your opposite skill set? Because I've worked for people that do that also, and it worked out tremendously for them, where one kind of does the contracts, maybe handles the calls and negotiations, and the other guy's kind of like the showing agent. Is that kind of what you are? Not to diminish your role and say
No.
but you're kind of more of a people person. And Doing like the infield work or?
We're kind of, yeah. So we're just kind of like good cop, bad cop. So our personalities are just very different. So we do our like listing presentations together and all that kind of stuff. It was just someone who, like, if there were two of me, it would be a freaking gong show. Like, I'm really high energy usually. He's more mellow. I'm very, very aggressive. Sometimes, like when I need to be, he's not like that. So like if we're in like an offer situation and it's, on one of our listings, I'll be the one going back and forth, just, trying to get blood from a stone and the most money out of people that I can, when he is more just like the methodical and, we're just, yeah, polar opposites. Like he's a phenomenal agent. So it's a really, really good partnership. Yeah.
He is. I know
yeah,
Scott.
Yeah. Working opposite. Yeah.
Handsome.
Working. Yeah.
He's
a handsome man, that guy.
Yeah. He actually kind of looks like Stick, Eric.
Oh, really?
Yeah, similar look.
Yeah, he looked like, who was that guy? The dude from the UK.
Daniel Daggers.
Daggers. He looks like Daggers and Benab
combined.
Faces like in Face Off.
Right.
Movie. That's like what Scott looks like. Damn, but yeah, no, it's great having someone who's man. If I had two of me, I would quit real estate and just cry.
You'd have the longest torsos in the game.
Oh god, it would be like 14 feet of torsos.
Don't you think it'd be kind of nice to have like a clone of yourself though to hang out with? Like anytime you were hungry or you wanted to go play catch or golf, like that person was exactly what you want to do.
Well, just like video games. Yeah.
Yeah. Or like, that. And he's like equally skilled as you. He has the same faults as you. So like if you're playing basketball against him, he can't go left, but he knows that you can't go left.
But then how do you ever score?
You just cancel each other out.
I don't know. But if you're like, hey, I'm hungry, you want to get Chipotle, say at the same time. Yes.
Yeah.
Sounds
I think
sweet,
like that would create some like weird black hole and the world would just explode.
Yes,
right.
Nothing would get done because you're always on the same page as, you know what I mean? You're just, that would be, but yeah, I'm into it. I'll try it for a week. Okay. I'll try anything for a week.
Eric, do you know a guy or something? Is there some technology?
I know a conjoined twin guy that.
Oh, sweet. Where are they conjoined?
The torso.
The torso just facing each other?
No, it's like two long torsos connected.
That's freaking. It's a lot of torsos.
Eric's got some.
I just saw the movie Stuck on You, so that's stuck in my head.
Stuck on You.
Matt Damon and.
Yeah. Oh my God. Yeah. Matt Damon's like low key hilarious.
Yeah, he is.
Like, he's good.
Him on Entourage was like one of my favorite cameos of all time. With great. Like the water charity.
Yeah.
Oh, it was so good.
Yeah. Matt
so
Damon
good. So good.
He's awesome. He actually passed on 10% of all the income from Avatar.
Oh, I thought you were going to say from your podcast.
No,
he wasn't in Avatar.
I know, but he apparently, I saw it on TikTok. He was doing an interview and he said that he passed on like a revenue share of 10% on Avatar, which is apparently the highest grossing movie of all time.
Wow.
I
hated it.
Maybe he's James a loser.
Cameron. Was it James Cameron?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Gosh. No,
so
I hated that movie.
With your team, do you how do you hire? What are you looking for?
We've actually never organically hired. People have come to us for some reason. So like Brian, who got brought in by someone who was on our team previously. Brian's really good friends with Scott. Simon was buddies with me. Like we never really like put out any like, hey, come join our team, earn this much dollars. I can't speak English. Great choice on your podcast, guys. But yeah, so it was just it's all been organic, which has been great. We've been approached. We've gone through quite a few different people. We've always hired new agents, which can bring on their own frustrations, but it's just, we've never really reached out. We sit down, we interview everyone. We've had a couple of people who just really wanted to join the agency, which, the agency is fairly selective of who they bring on. So Peter will like pass people along to us, be like, hey, you deal with them. So we'll interview them and we can kind of feel out when they're just like, well, we want to get on Housewives, which, will never happen unless you're Matt. So,
right.
Yeah.
Yeah, so, it's all been organic.
So when you hire new agents,
are
you training them directly? Are you showing them how to fill out contracts? Are you giving them talking points of what to say? Because I've been on teams and got no direction whatsoever.
We used to give zero direction,
nice,
but we've really shaped it up. Emily, our assistant's phenomenal, so she'll go through that whole the how to write offers and that kind of stuff with them as well. The agency has something called the Agency University where they can kind of learn and learn how to be an agent. But I find like the best thing, and it's just from my personal experience, is be around good realtors. Excuse me. Like if you're, constantly listening to how we operate and how we deal with clients and not necessarily do things how we do them, just put your own voice to it. I find that's like really the best way to learn. The paperwork, that's a day or two of work, but how to talk to your agents, like we'll get them to like CC us on emails and how they talk to agents, how they talk to their clients, and then we'll like fine tune it that way. Like say this, don't say this, but we're constantly on the phone with them. We will co-list with all of their listings as well. So like we'll go to the meetings with them and we'll be right by them when they're talking to their clients, and their clients know us. So if we need to jump in, we can do that as well. And then like we'll bring them along showings and that kind of stuff, just so they can kind of see how we operate.
Do you find that they get nervous ever with you guys on the emails, or when you're at the listing appointment with them? Do you think they get a little tentative, being like, "Oh, my boss is right here, I might fuck up"?
I don't think so. I think they kind of position it that it's not just an individual agent, it's a team.
Right.
So we're not just you're not just out there on your own. You're not just dealing with Kat. You're dealing with all of us. So all the cool thing about the team is like if one person sells something, everyone posts it. If we have if we have a listing out, everyone posts it, but we stagger it. So there's multiple days of exposure. It's not all just like we're all posting the same thing on one day. So it's not like it's really a team. It's not like you're just an individual here. Yeah. And like, we don't provide leads or anything. Like we're not that team that's, having them cold call for hours or having like an inside salesperson calling people. We've signed up for those like social media gurus and those lead gen programs, and they've all sucked. It's all the same stuff. Like,
yeah, it's all fucking bullshit.
We got a good guru. We got a good guru for you, actually.
Do you? Oh man, I love gurus.
We won't say his name.
Yeah, we'll tell you off air. He's a fucking hack.
He's a huckster.
Yeah, gurus are my best. I love that whole culture. Now everyone's like a social media media.
I'm literally a social media guru.
Oh man, is that on your thing?
It will
be in your bio.
I got ebooks. I have.
Yeah, but you don't charge people.
That's how you get them.
That's how I get the emails.
Yeah.
The jab,
and then you do a VIP Facebook group and charge them $900 a month.
Yes, exactly.
Yeah, it's pretty sweet.
Yeah,
it's good. Yeah. I like it. I think I'm in the top producer program group.
Oh yeah, that group needs a little more action.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yeah, it needs a little more action.
I just sit there waiting for you guys to post all day, and that's
Matt never posts it, and I don't really post it either.
I post.
Nah.
Consistency is key.
Well, you know what? It's because I don't go on Facebook a lot, and I need to make it.
You got it.
I know.
The whole point of that group is to promote this podcast.
I know.
Little hoax.
It's doing pretty good.
Yeah, you guys are doing good. I haven't missed an episode, so there you go. From day one.
That's incredible.
I'm a good friend. Like I'm very loyal to my friends, and like I love Matt. He is such a good dude. So I'll always support whatever you guys do. It's phenomenal.
Appreciate that.
Thanks, man.
Can you leave us a review on Apple Podcasts?
It was it was a 1 star, but it was a slip.
Because there is 1 star. There is
that
one.
Was me.
Oh, great. Took down our average.
Yeah, that's fine. I don't want you guys to get a big head.
Yeah, well, that's true.
Yeah,
that's true. I guess. I mean, we're getting pretty. We're rich now from our merch. Yeah. So it's hard to like.
You're welcome.
Well, yeah. I mean, we had thousands of sales. Yeah, it's a nice hat.
Did you guys get sued by Tiffany for using the key? Does that happen?
No, this is my logo.
Did you design it?
That's his. Yeah.
I mean, not me personally, but someone.
Someone did.
A professional designer did.
Like a Fiverr. It was a Fiverr deal.
Yeah, it was a Fiverr deal. Exactly.
If Tiffany comes after us, I would say, like I said, we're with our newfound.
I would just look for sponsorship opportunities with Tiffany's.
Right.
Yeah. I'm sure we'd be a good.
I think so. Blue Chew. Get on that Blue Chew. You got to get on that Blue Chew train.
I want Manscaped.
Manscaped? Yeah. No, because you got to keep the mustache. They'll make you shave the mustache.
Oh, that's true.
Right?
Blue Chew's the boner.
It is. Tube. It's like the Logan Paul special.
Oh, right.
It's the Impulsive special.
He's like, man, I fucked for days with this thing. He does that voice.
Yeah, he does.
Where he starts to like act cool.
Yeah, it's annoying. It's annoying, but his podcast is actually pretty good.
Yeah,
had a couple more things on the
far
team,
better than
though.
ours.
Let's do that. Let's keep talking about the team.
I wouldn't say.
I'll be nice.
Okay, so I've heard. I don't know how much you can talk about your splits and how you do all that, because I remember you telling me a bit about it, and I thought it was like the best like splits I've heard for a team.
Yeah, so we're on a tiered system. So I don't want to go into numbers, but like they're at a certain percentage until a certain amount, and then we cap it. I think we'll bring it down to like a 90-10. Like we're not about taking everything from agents. Like at the end of the day, like they still have to pay the brokerage and that kind of stuff, right? So we want them to be able to earn a good living. I think we've kind of had the mindset that we'll have like a team member for a year or two, get them on their way, and then just we're like a launching pad for agents is kind of how we want to position it. There's so many teams that take like 70% of their agent's income, and that's just mean. Like, screw that. And watch, I'll be in like 50 years doing that, which is totally cool because I'll be old, senile, and just fat, sitting on a chair.
90-year-old agent.
Yeah, we've got some of those, man. We've got some of those here. They just don't want to quit.
Damn.
But I just like it's when I remember my first deal. I was on a 70-30 split with my brokerage, and I saw how much money came off of my check. And then I did my second deal like literally a week later. I'm like, okay, I'm kind of onto something. So I went into the office and I was just like, listen, I don't like these splits. I want to be on a 90-10, or I'm just going to go somewhere else. They gave me a 90-10, and then I kind of won the rookie of the year for that brokerage, and just kept going. So like seeing the amount of money, then taxes and all that stuff, like everyone thinks that realtors are balling, but really it's just, unless you're like Ryan Serhant, you're really not even scratching. Like, yeah, it sucks.
Yeah.
Oh, and it's pretty good. I mean, I totally get what you're saying. I started on a team, so
you were with like in Durham.
I was in Toronto at Keller.
Were you on Andrew's team? Whose team were you on?
I don't want to say it on there because I'm going to talk shit about the splits right now. So I was on a 70-30 split with the brokerage, which is pretty typical. But then I was a 50-50 split with my team.
So you're basically paying money to do.
So I did a $675,000 sale, which I thought was like, oh my god, like this is like life changing.
Like I did like 20 grand, yeah.
Yeah, and I remember getting the check for $4,500.
Oh no!
And I was like, why did I even do that? Like, what
like
the
I got
fuck
to do
is
30 of these.
Whoa, yeah,
exactly. And I had like, because I got the listing early on, but we didn't actually list it. Like I got the listing in like January, but we didn't actually list it till April. So like that whole time I don't have any money. So I'm just like racking up credit card debt. So by the time I fucking get paid out, I'm just paying off all my debt.
Oh yeah. It's funny. Cause like the first person I met before I got into real estate, and he's just like, oh yeah, just get a line of credit, put everything on line of credit, and then just pay it off with a deal. And then you're always like at zero. Cause like you rack up your line of credit, you pay it off, and you're just like, holy crap. Like, why did I do this? I'm not making any money. It's just going back and forth.
Yeah. That's what Eric does with crypto.
Oh, sweet, man. Yeah. Big crypto guy.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was a big crypto guy.
I mean, if it plummets, see that apartment he's in? It's not gonna have much.
You can get smaller and smaller.
Just come
like
join the team.
That movie 1408 with
I know exactly what you're talking about, the horror movie.
Yeah, what's his name?
John Cusack.
John Cusack.
Yeah.
Walls just keep closing in on me.
He
starts to freeze in here.
I don't know how. I think we might be the only three people that know that movie.
It's a popular movie.
It wasn't a box office hit. I don't think.
I love John Cusack, man.
I think it was.
I love bad horror movies. They're like my favorite.
Yeah,
they are my favorite movies for sure. But like it's a weird system, and I find that a lot of team leaders can be super greedy about things, and they're just really collecting checks. If you're giving leads and they're solid leads, sure. But like I know if we give a lead, it's a 50-50 split. That's just how it's going to be. But if they bring in their own client, why should I take 50%? You know what I mean? Yeah. It is a lot of phone calls, and oftentimes like who knows that they would have got the listing if we weren't in there with them, but they need to eat, and we want our agents doing this full time. Like you can't do this part time. So whatever it is that we can do to help them do that full time, it's the best way.
Differ.
You can do it part time.
Part time?
No, you can't.
Maybe not in Toronto, but yeah.
No, you can't do it here either. When I was on a team, or what I noticed a lot of teams did at my old brokerage was kind of just pick up bodies. So they would just hire someone not with the intent of training them or, furthering their career or giving them a good split, but just being like, hey, you get to put your name on my team. You get to potentially sit open houses. Most of them will be dead. But if there's an inspection or there's, a showing that I can't get it to,
you get to do
you're basically now my unpaid assistant.
Yep.
So you're getting the experience, and we're taking 60% of what you're bringing in, which is nothing because you're spending all your time doing stuff for us. So I think there's a lot of teams out there like that, but it sounds like
tons. And then they end up getting out of the business, or they leave the team, try to do it on their own,
or they start the broke agent.
Yeah. Well, there you go.
Yeah.
Are you still? Do you still trade often? Like, what's your standard?
I
Like,
trade baseball cards.
I wouldn't say he traded
man.
often ever.
I well, like Pokemon cards, man. That could be a serious. I say, like, you guys know your Pokemon.
Yeah,
But,
we do. Yeah, exactly. Man, you're
We
an avid,
do.
you're an avid listener. You
I
sat through
am.
that entire thing. Holy shit.
Oh, I was loving it. I was
Yeah.
loving it. But yeah, do you find that you like are happy to be phasing out of the industry, or
Yeah, that's
I'll
kind of
just try
always
to be-
that's kind of always been the goal.
Mhm.
Was never enjoyed it that much, and
Okay.
always enjoyed the humor aspect of it.
Yep.
Enjoyed the people that I met and the connections I've made and everything. But I always want to create content, and
Okay.
real estate's perfect for that. So
It really is,
Yeah.
because there's so many people. There's a lot of people who create content, but there's only a few who create good content.
Mhm.
And like I did the whole YouTube thing for 2 years.
yeah, I was going to ask about that. So I went to
Yeah.
your YouTube. You had thousands of views.
Yep.
You had
Yep.
a couple that had like 20,000. You
Yep.
had a First We Feast. So
Oh, yeah.
why'd you stop doing? You had a vlog.
That's actually how we. Not audition. That's how we initiate our new realtors. We do hot ones with them, actually.
Oh shit.
Yeah, it's we have all the hot sauces in our office. It's like kind of like an ongoing joke. I did it, a couple of years ago, and then just brought it over to the team. Yeah, no, I just wanted to do something different. No one was doing, like, daily vlogging was huge. Casey Neistat was killing it.
Yep.
You know, Logan Paul was really just popping off. Like Peter McKinnon was doing great. Like there were a lot of awesome vlogs happening. I was like, no one's doing this with real estate. So I started doing like day in the life stuff.
Mhm.
It just gets really consuming. I was doing like three videos a week, and it was, working with my clients all day, filming, coming at home, editing till like 3-4 in the morning, and then, doing it again. And it's, as you guys know, when you start, it's really hard because there aren't a lot of eyes on you.
Yep.
So it's really easy to get discouraged, but I was just adamant to being different. Like, so yeah, I did like food challenges. I tried to eat 100 chicken McNuggets, which really, really sucked.
So you tried
Bad.
to go full YouTuber, like some of the
I
stuff
went
isn't even
full-
real estate.
Oh no, that's it. But that's what
You
I
tried to
wanted
be like
it to
Mr.
be.
Beast.
Yeah, if I had Mr. Beast money, I would be
Right.
very, very, very happy. Here's $1 million to sit
Yeah.
and stare at each other for a
Yeah,
year
exactly.
straight.
Sit in this
in
pool
a
of acid.
circle.
I'll give you 10,000 bucks immediately.
Yeah, like I've been very big into pop culture and content creating. So I'm a big YouTube consumer. I'm a big podcast on YouTube consumer. So I just wanted to kind of get into that space. And like I said, I've always, and I tell my agents this as well, I've always been of the mindset, it doesn't matter what content that you're putting out, as long as it looks good, it sounds good, you're going to be top of mind if you can turn it into real estate. I just wanted everyone in my contact list to be like, okay, he's no longer Paul the band guy, he's Paul the realtor. So
He's Paul the chicken wing guy.
yeah, Paul the chicken wing guy.
He's
who
eating a
answers
massive pizza.
questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh yeah, you saw the pizza one too.
I saw the pizza one.
That was so bad. We
Yeah.
did that at 8 in the morning, and it was
Oh,
like
man.
it was like minus like 25 outside.
Why
and
would
we
you
were,
eat that?
We were right.
Morning?
Oh man, it was, and we were right by the window, so it got cold literally in 3 minutes. So I knew going in there, I'm like I'll have like 3 bites of something and like stop eating. Like I'll order like 10 appetizers, have a bite of everything, and then I'm like done. I do not have a big appetite at all. And it was brutal. My mouth started like getting all cut up from the pizza. It really sucked.
Jesus.
And the dude I did it with, he like had this much left and then had to quit because he was gonna vomit.
How'd your mouth get cut out? Were there glass shards in the pizza?
It was glass.
What kind
Yeah,
of
it was
pizza
glass
was it?
shards pizza. It's one of their
Okay, got it.
specials. It's
That's a
yeah.
good challenge right there.
It is. Yeah, we just
Pizza.
wanted to go kind of fear factor versus
Yeah.
like, let's eat.
Yeah,
this
Tony
glass.
Robbins, you have to walk on hot coal for your
Exactly.
team. You have to fucking eat glass shard pizza.
Exactly. If you're not bleeding, it's a blood pact basically.
Right.
to join our
Exactly.
team.
Yeah.
So-
Not a cult, right? Yeah.
No, not a
No,
cult at all.
not at
It's
all,
like,
not at all.
don't just ignore that sign.
Who are your favorite YouTubers now or content creators, in the real estate space,
that
but
I
also not in the real estate space? Like, is there anyone in real estate that's doing YouTube or something cool? And then is there anyone out of
Yeah, I have a
estate.
huge respect for Ryan Serhant. Now
Yeah.
he's kind of going, if he's watching, I'm sorry to say this, but he is like
He
going
is
up-
watching.
He's not.
Sorry, Ryan. I'll fight you. I'll box him. Let's get a realtor boxing.
That'd be good.
We do
Yeah.
want to do that.
Me, no,
exists.
I'll die. I'm a bleeder. I'll bleed out in like a second.
I'm fighting
I'm fighting
Ricky
you
Carruth.
then.
You guys are fighting?
Ricky Carruth.
No,
Yeah.
the
I'm
next,
I'm fighting
the
you,
next,
Paul. If you're done immediately,
Let's
then,
do
I mean,
it.
sounds like an easy fight.
Yeah, you just literally stare at me and I'll fall on the ground. I'll take a fall for you, man. I'll take a
Thanks, man.
fall. Yeah, no, I love Ryan Serhant's vlog. I really liked when he was doing like the day in the life stuff. Now it's getting kind of motivational, and I can go on for hours about all those motivational YouTubers out there. I really like Cody Ko.
Yeah,
And
Tiny Meat Gang.
I love Tiny Meat Gang's podcast. What was his name? Eric Fragrance or something Fragrance. I sent him to you last night.
Yeah.
He's like that perfume YouTuber. He's just like off the wall. So I like fell down a black hole of his videos yesterday, and he's just like insane. So I love Cody. I really like Impulsive. I think it's a great podcast. I do think Logan he's made like the comeback of like the century.
Yeah.
I still really like Casey Neistat. I really like Peter McKinnon. And then like I watch really everything, a lot of UFC stuff on YouTube, a lot of watch stuff. I'm a big watch guy, a lot of watch stuff on YouTube as well. And like your podcast weekly. So whatever it's literally my most
Impulsive
app.
Joe Rogan over Ask.
Yeah. It's the number one podcast in the world. So
exactly.
there you go.
Sure
but I'm really big into YouTube. I watch it more than I think anything else, to be honest.
So do I.
Yeah. It's like my go-to app on Apple TV. So
I'm constantly in my headphones. There's always a YouTube. It's usually a cryptocurrency like price prediction video to like get me excited.
Are they accurate though?
Oh, never. No, it's
Never?
it's like XRP is going to hit $589. It's still at 60 cents.
So you should just like bet against them. Like every time like Matt every time Matt picks like a winner of a fight, I'll just go like the opposite way.
It's crazy.
Yeah. He always
every time we've consulted him, he's like
every single time.
50.
Yeah, every single time. Like my business partner and Matt and I were in a group chat, and we'll be like, "Yeah, we're calling this," and Matt's like the opposite and loses every time. He's like, "Yeah, Connor's going to take it in the first round."
Yeah,
I'm like, "Well,
Connor snaps his leg."
Dude, what was the over under on Connor snapping his leg? That's what I said.
Yeah,
he got pummeled.
Yeah, we're gonna fade Leonetti every single time now.
Well, that's the thing. If you want to make a lot of money, just bet the opposite of whatever.
I'm too invested. When you're too invested in something, you never bet well.
Yeah,
of course. Betting who you're rooting for is,
it's the worst, and I can't get out of that. Betting. I would never bet against Connor.
But back to the YouTube thing. I actually just bought another camera. I sold all my gear about a year ago, and I'm going to start doing the vlog again. I think with the team. I was doing it like the self shot, walking around with the camera in front of my face, and now we have enough people that someone can film, and we can actually make it a lot better. And I was going for like 15 to 20 minute vlogs when I'll probably do like 5 to 8 now, and then try to get into reels, because I haven't really touched any of that. But like I'm not a funny guy. I'm not going to do the comedic skit stuff. And
you're funny.
You
guys want to talk hashtag strategy?
Let's do it.
I'm kidding.
I just hashtag grind and hashtag buy my program.
You should check out Dan O'Neill's vlog. He got mad.
That's what I said.
We didn't mention him for the first time in 30 episodes last podcast. So Dan, here's your mention. But I think a YouTube vlog series with a team and like the different personalities of a team, kind of like a mini reality show, would be really good.
Yeah, and that's something that I want to do. It's just like it's a lot of effort, as you guys know. Like creating content is, it has to be good. And I'm not like, there's been so many times where I've spent like 6 hours editing a vlog, and I'm like, I'm not putting this out. Like, it sucks. You know what I mean? And we're always our hardest critic. So, and I think like once you kind of get past that point, you start being more consistent putting out the content, that's when you can really shine. But it's getting past that hump of, thinking everything you do sucks. So, I want to get back into that. And then Matt was suggesting maybe clip it, put that into reels, and just kind of like, I don't know. Have you guys started clipping the podcast where you can just do like, featured moments? And because that's like
podcast clips.
Yeah, that's like you can make so much money doing that. That's how Rogan. I watch more Rogan clips than his 15-hour podcasts.
Yeah,
because like if I want to watch a podcast for 15 hours about like Sasquatch,
right?
Or taking magic mushrooms and all that stuff. Like I'd rather just watch it in a clip form, because I have ADHD, and that's just kind of how I operate.
You do 5 to 8 minute videos and do 1 minute reels, and you can do like 3 1 minute reels through the week to promote the YouTube video. Like I think that's solid.
I gotta get my
Micro
swipe
content.
up. I need to get that swipe up, man. I feel like such a peasant having just 5,000 followers.
Yeah, you're
And like
halfway
half
there.
of them are for my dog anyways.
You'll
Like,
get
they
it
don't
soon.
even care about me. I hope after this podcast, I'm like,
You should.
just get that blue check.
Yeah,
I'd
oh my God.
imagine the blue check just comes. Yeah.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
It might. Who knows? But
I
yeah, you
hope
should
so.
definitely start the vlog.
Yeah, I think we'll start it back up again. So I gotta drop like 10, 15 pounds because I'm a mess with no gyms. It's bad. It's so bad.
Let me know when you're filming. I'll come up and just appear out of nowhere for no reason.
Just use you for clout. Well, you did our intro video to the agency.
The agency, yep.
Yeah, you popped into there. That was really cool of you to do. So
Yep.
I think that's like, was that? I guess yeah.
Well, when
was
you
a-
pay me 15,000, it's
They'll
no
do
problem.
anything.
You
Yeah.
got to
Yeah.
pay to play, man. Pay
Yeah,
to play. But yeah, no, Matt's the reason why we actually joined the agency, which was
Oh,
which was
really?
pretty cool. Oh yeah,
Damn.
I called him up. I saw that he was with them, and I was just like, "Yo, what's the deal?" The next day, we were literally on a rooftop with the owners, and not Mauricio because we're not that cool.
No,
But,
but I
uh,
I
You're
hook
on
all
a
this shit
rooftop.
up.
What was this? The mafia? What
Yeah, it
were they
was.
doing?
It was
Literally,
like it was vanilla ice essentially.
Yeah.
Like they hung me by my ankles.
Right.
I
said
said,
they're
you
gonna
know,
take all my
I said,
business.
be here. I said, be here tomorrow at 2. I fucking hung up the phone, made a
Yeah.
couple calls, and helicoptered them in. And
Yeah, it was a big deal.
Rest is history.
Yeah, we got blindfolded, and then like stuff was wet and touching.
Yeah.
It was weird. It was a weird time, but
I set
Yeah.
it
A
all
little
up.
hazing.
yeah, Matt hooked it all up, and it's great. Like it's been. I know he talks about the agency on almost every
It's a fucking
episode.
infomercial of this entire podcast now.
It's
All
your
30
main
episodes.
sponsor. It's fine. Like Mauricio liked a photo I posted to my girlfriend yesterday, and I
That's
commented
sweet.
on it, and I was just like, "Whoa, big deal now, big
Yeah.
deal."
Well,
But
I mean, you can just quit. You're
Yeah,
done.
I'm
That's
just
as big as it gets.
I'll just leave that one post on my Instagram, delete all the other ones, and just
Yeah.
I'm out. Just peace, guys.
Yeah.
I just peaked. So yeah,
Yeah.
no, it's been good. Yeah, Matt's the best. I've just blown up his ego this whole freaking time.
Yes, thank
Yeah.
you. I appreciate
great.
it.
We
I
like
needed
that.
sometimes. Yeah, we like Matt here at Overask.
Yeah.
He's a good guy.
As long as you talk in third person, that's just
Yeah.
totally fine.
We should start
Yeah.
talking in third person, like we're Jake Paul before a fight or something.
Oh my
Such
gosh,
huge
man.
egos.
Now, I do think that Jake Paul was genius with the Gotcha Hat merch.
Oh, that was phenomenal.
Don't you think? I think Connor has to come out with some. What was the thing he said?
Your wife's in my
Your
DMs.
wife's
Your wife's in my DMs.
Your wife's in me DMs. Conor McGregor needs to come out with a shirt.
The thing is,
DMs.
yeah, like that would be sweet, but it was kind of like at a moment of pain for him. Like
I know.
it wasn't as cool. Like his trash talk is normally like cool and spot on, and even if it's over the top, you're still like, yes, this guy's so confident. But he's laying there after snapping his leg in half with his career crumbling before his eyes, saying the wife was in the DMs, and I was like, it's funny, but
A little bit.
I don't know if people buy like you don't really buy someone who's not winning right now.
No,
No.
but also don't interview a guy who just snapped his leg in half.
Well, it was the best watching Rogan try to like scoot over to
It was
him.
great.
Yeah, it was great. Man, I've been saying Connor's done for a while though. Like I've
He
been.
hasn't. No,
pretty
I don't want to
adamant.
accept it yet.
Didn't
I think
he
he's still
threaten to kill his wife? Like I was gonna say Ben Askren. I'm still on that Ben Askren train.
I don't think so.
No, I thought that's why Dustin got all pissed off because he like said him and his wife were gonna leave in a coffin or something.
No, he
That's
said
why-
he was gonna leave in a
No,
coffin.
he threw his wife in there. Fact
Did
check
he?
that. Don't fact check
He's-
Your
that.
wife are gonna.
Connor-
That's a great line.
He
Yeah.
gets, he gets a little too intense. I'll say that, but
I'm just whatever Matt says next. I'm just betting against because I've lost a lot of money because of this.
there you go, guys. We're gonna do actually UFC predictions on air every episode, every big
Yeah.
event. So if you want to win some money, listen to my predictions and just bet
Literally.
against them.
Every single time, and like we'll be in the group chat talking the whole fight, and he's just like, we're like, you were supposed to wear like a t-shirt. We made a bet that you didn't that you neglected on.
Yeah, well,
Yeah, that's fine. I think it was like the Logan Paul fight.
if we don't shake on it, we don't.
That's so true.
count.
We're not touching any. I'm not a toucher, so I'm never shaking on anything.
No, I'm not shaking anyone's hand ever again.
Like Howie Mandel,
Yeah.
he figured it out.
Yeah, exactly. Well, that was fun.
That was good.
That was good.
Thanks for having me
I
on.
think people will like this.
I hope so. Or
Let's
I-
hope.
I'm
Hey,
never
if you
going
like
another-
this, let us know in the comments if you like it, and then also
Yeah.
throw it a like.
Also, smash that like button.
And
Oh,
then
man.
we got to come up with a discount code. This is our new thing.
Oh yeah, yep.
You know,
Oh.
for the merch. If they listen to the end of each podcast, you get a little goodie.
I like goodies, man.
Yeah.
I like my deals.
Hey,
and
you know, we
discounts.
could have the guests come up with a discount code if you want.
Okay, yeah. What?
The Paul,
What,
just something spellable for the average person. It could be anything. It could be the agency. It could
That's-
Be your wife send me DMs. It could be
Your
anything.
wife's
it's a little-
that's what it's gonna be. Your wife's
It's
in
a
my
little
DMs.
long.
That's a
Your
little long.
wife's in my because then they might have to do an apostrophe, thinking it's possessive.
That's true. That's true.
Let's do just Connor. Sucks.
Connor sucks.
That-
Okay.
No.
But-
Matt's gonna get mad.
Is he gonna? It's okay, man.
Yeah, he's gonna cry.
Just find Connor sucks. Yeah, no, I want to go with that. You said it was my choice. You said it was my
Sorry,
choice,
Matt.
guys. Yeah. Oh, this is awkward.
Matt's actually rattled. Okay, so that's CONNOR.
No.
No, it's-
CONOR.
It's one. It's one N.
One N.
Okay.
See, it's too
One
hard.
N. It's like one N, like he has one ankle. Oh,
It's too
Oof.
hard.
All right, choose one. Choose another one.
let's just do Paul.
Okay.
Paul, how many? What's the percentage they get off?
Hey,
Or is it
pick
not?
it. You choose.
No, don't say that.
Pick a number.
I'll bankrupt you guys. 13%.
Okay, perfect.
13 again.
Paul,
Okay.
13%.
PAUL 13% with
There
the
it is.
discount code Paul.
You're welcome, guys. By the
Eric,
way,
Darkagentstore.com.
ask your final question though.
Paul,
please.
where can the people find you? Let's get you over the 5,000
Let's-
follower mark. Get that swipe up.
Let's do it. Paul J. Greenberg is my personal Instagram, and I believe it's the Park Hill Greenberg group for the team. But yeah, it's Paul J. Greenberg across the board on everything because, brand matters.
Uniform branding.
Sure
matters.
It
does.
does, yeah.
Really does.
Anything
Really
else you
awesome.
want to promote?
Just keep watching the podcast. These guys are awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah, no worries, man. Promote
incredible.
that. And watch out for the vlog. That's probably going to happen if I ever get around to doing it. But yeah, looking forward to getting back on YouTube. And I started on Vimeo, which was the worst idea. But yeah, YouTube is definitely where it's at. So
Yeah.
Sweet.
100% YouTube. All right. So you heard that. Go to Paul J. Greenberg across the board. You can DM him and figure out where he gets his hair stuff
yeah, I'll get
to style that hair. So
that's my first vlog.
You
It's
can find out
it's
where
going to
you
be a beauty.
where you got that shirt. Also, if you want to
the
purchase
shirt.
that
I
shirt.
think I know where he got the shirt, but we'll, it's expensive shirt.
Oh,
but
man. Hey now. Hey
but
now.
yeah. Okay, Paul.
Thanks
Thank
so
you so
much.
much for coming on.
Thank you guys. Really appreciate it.
All right.
you.
Y'all take care now.